should be life. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dead Realms, Season 3, Episode 6. I am your humble DM, Tyler, and with us is the full crew. If you guys would like to reintroduce yourselves to the audience.
Hi, my name is Joseph. I'm playing Tangy Tea Drinker, or Tangerine Tea Drinker. He is a summoner, holy warrior.
E5 fo fum. Giant bard.
I'm serious. I'm playing Dalvin the Fourth, a dwarven brute.
My name is Ness. I'm playing Lavina. She is our elven witch doctor.
All right. So without further ado, let's take a time travel back to last week, where you guys fended yourselves against some shadow stalkers and were successfully able to destroy the gem that produced these beings. You guys explored the tunnels to further clear it out. You come to find a old pickaxe that was still in good condition. You then found some notes applying to basically the whereabouts of the potential Death Warden who may or may not have occupied. You guys fended yourself from a sneak attack from some mysterious figure. Then you guys went back to this town. The town celebrated after you brought back a chest full of gold. You guys got paid in 30 gold apiece, and everyone was drinking and having a good time. That is until Lavina saw a mysterious figure stalking her at the top of a building. While everyone basically went to investigate, Sam was pushed off the top of the tavern, falling to their death. And looking up, Lavina recognized that the quote-unquote masked individual was Elven, indicated by the elven ears that were soon covered up, leaving a note marking them along with the rest of you all as their next potential targets. Fearing for your guys' own personal safety, you guys decided to leave town to go to Dalvin's actual hometown, which is not far away from the main city. As you were leaving, you guys were being followed. Dalvin rolled a natural 20 on a javelin throw and did good damage against the figure. But now the figure, you then saw the figure glow red eyes, jump off the wall, and was now stalking and following you. You guys are currently running at night with the light spell and lanterns and such. The pair of eyes at a distance still follows you. I would like all of you to make perception checks at this point.
5.
Oof. What did everyone else roll?
2.
2?
12.
12? Okay. What you roll, Lavina?
16.
16. Alright, Lavina. You are kind of in the middle of the pack, quickly running. Everyone's too focused on running in the direction Dalvin's leading and trying to get away from these pair of red eyes. Like, you're the only one that sees the ledge that then dips down. And further ahead, you do see what seems like to be a couple of houses, but you're the only one to see it. But your party members are failing to see it. And you guys are currently running towards, like, this ditch. What do you do?
Oh man. In her drunken adrenaline-filled head, instead of what she thinks she's doing is she's reaching forward to grab Dalvin in front of her to say stop. But what really happens when she reaches forward to grab, she teleports directly in front of them and just holds her arms out in like a T pose and just braces for your life.
Okay. You guys see Lavina teleport in front of you a little bit distance away, seeming to give you an indication of stop. Do you guys push through or
Yes.
No, stop.
I heed her warning.
Stop.
I heed her warning. Yeah. She says stop, I stop.
Alright. You all stop.
As you guys come screeching to a halt, you see Lavina like curl up, like one leg goes up, and she goes to like hide her face, like prepared for full fucking impact.
Yeah. And you do so, and you are relieved that you are not bum rushed. And at this point, everyone else could see like this 10-foot ditch that dips down into what seems like to be a beach of some sort. Dalvin, based on whatever light you can see, you recognize that this is your home village of Gallum. You can't barely see any because it's nighttime, but you are home.
Oh,
Well-
yeah. Watch out.
I have 25 feet of rope, so we can just climb down.
You look down and it's a 10-foot drop.
10 feet is like I could just take a step down, and I can literally pick you guys up and just drop you down.
Radiant picks me up and glides me down real quick.
Yeah, I'm
And
just gonna sit on the ledge and then slide down the remaining 4 feet between my legs and the ground.
Sure.
Lavina seems pretty light. Radiant will go up to her and ask if he wants to be carried down.
Oh my god, she's gonna hold her arms and do like the uppies.
Okay, she will pick you up and glide you down.
Nice.
Dalvin's gonna jump, as he always does.
You- Do you want to use my head as a springboard? You could like do some sort of sick flip or something.
No need. I just need space to land. I gotta be able to
Parkour,
squat
alright.
when I land. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gonna 3-point stance this.
All right, you jump and you leap down. Go ahead and make a dex check for me.
Using his owlbear dice again.
Did you scroll all the way up to the link?
Yep.
Damn.
No, I actually typed it in. I typed it into Discord. All you do is type the owlbear, and it pops up. 18 for me.
You land perfectly.
Oh, still got it. Yeah, no, there's a search bar in Discord where you just type in owlbear, and it just pops up.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, so you can just click on that. Yeah, you come down and you look around and you see there's very few lights. Usually there would be a couple of lights of these houses. What you see architecture-wise is like a town built on the side of a beach where it's all completely made out of wood and some made out of straw, like a very coastal ancient civilization. You look around Dalvin, usually there would be like night. There would basically be a lot of activity at night, but it's eerily quiet, and there seems to be only one cabin / hut nearby that seems to be on, and you recognize that it's your own cabin.
Oh yes, empty crib. Let's go, guys.
What are
Okay,
we
we
gonna do
head
with
up.
Sam?
Are we still carrying her?
I would
I
hope
forgot.
so.
Okay.
Somebody said they grabbed her.
Then we can put her in the cabin for now.
We're just hauling a corpse around?
Yeah, we can't leave our friend behind.
We need a proper burial, like tonight then. We
But,
can't
I
let him
mean-
stay out too long.
But we can't stay out too long either. We got somebody hot on our
Yeah.
trail.
I can burn them real quick
Please do.
with a prayer.
Please do.
Okay. Tanji will get over the body and kneel down and start a prayer, and as he does, a flame will start appearing in between his hands as he pulls them apart, and he will push it down onto her body, and he will start to light up.
Alright. You start to begin not ceremony, but you begin the process of funeral rites for your dead compatriot. And you do so successfully. What is everyone else doing at this time?
Making sure the house is still standing.
Yeah.
We're in good shape.
You look at the house is still in good condition. You'll look around and, oh, hey, look, the key is in its usual hiding spot. And you pick it up.
Perfect. I was gonna break this door anyway.
Yep, you unlock it, you open it up, and you see that The home is exactly where you left it. There's still like beds, for you, your dad, your brother, your cousin, and whatever other family members. But your entire cabin is completely empty. It smells a little dirty. You get the feeling that it hasn't been occupied in a while, but nonetheless, everything that you left was still intact.
Nice. Gotta make sure my stuff's still in my room. I'll be right back.
He's hiding stuff under his bed.
No. Start hiding stuff under my bed.
Alright, you start hiding some items underneath your bed.
I got like a little mantle for my battle gauntlets. I start putting my battle gauntlets away. Now I got my pickaxe. Is my bed dusty? How's this? Is everything dusted? Like,
it hasn't been dusted a little bit. It's like not like heavy dust, but it's light dust. You think it hasn't been occupied in like a couple weeks.
weeks? Okay. Oh, I thought 50 years. Okay, never mind.
You know your dad's still alive, right?
Oh yeah, but he moved to the city. You made it seem like he moved permanently to the city.
Hey, every man's gotta have his own private getaway.
AKA his
Ooh,
virtual pad.
little vacation home.
No wonder why Dad hasn't looked for me. Damn it.
So we need a strategy. How are we going to defeat this person?
Y'all need to
We gotta
see these.
Lure them into a trap. We know they're following us. We're the bait.
Olivia's
Bait for
gonna pull
what?
out The papers
For the-
from the desk. at
For the
top.
people following us.
Papers from the desk?
As y'all are talking, Lavina's pulling out papers from her backpack and she's like setting them on, like, I guess, the dusty ass table. She's like, I found these in the caves and this note. We are being hunted. That is a confirmed fact. And somebody is very aware of it. And she's gonna flip to the page where it says, like, the adventurers are alive, and it's like going on all about their like nefarious plans, which she had discovered earlier that night.
I will set
it
up a
that
light in
man?
the room.
Alright.
That man, whoever's following us, has elven ears. Elves are very smart.
I don't appreciate being followed.
Are you going to let
No.
someone in your home uninvited?
We're not going to let them follow us, and that means we either have to evade them or confront them. Do we all agree on that?
I say
say
we
confront.
confront. That's too
Lavinia?
low.
What do you think?
I
I
mean,
think she's busy reading.
Evade or confront is the question.
well, I'm not going to say evade. I mean, they have the same. I mean, we might as well confront them, but I don't think a trap is the way to go about it.
How would you recommend it? Do you have any ideas?
Whoever
This
this
is a
person
brainstorming
is,
session.
whoever this person is, they've been following us since we woke up in the cave. And that weird fucking snake eye, like, I don't know who that was, but anyways, they've been following us for a while now, because there's no way whoever that thing was on the desk informed whoever that person is. There's no way. But I don't think a trap would work, because if they've been watching us and they've been following us, picking us off since Ladle's death, I mean, I think they would
Things-
know. They would know what we're doing if we do a trap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we all agree we can't accept being followed, right?
Yes.
Agreed.
You know what I think? I think
What do you
we
think?
fight them in their own habitat. I think we need it to be dark if they actually are going to attack us alone. He knows he's outnumbered, so he needs an extra advantage. So how is he going to find us if he's, He's just going to be
Oh.
waiting for us.
For all we know, he's the scout, and there's 20 of them behind him.
That's true. I don't know.
There's no safe bet here, that's for sure. But we have to make a choice.
And that choice is...
Well, we've all decided confrontation, and it seems like now our goal is to figure out how we plan to confront them. At night is at least one component that's been suggested. Does anyone else have any ideas?
We wait until they come to the house. They're probably going to break in somehow without us knowing.
You want to
And
make a
once they-
stand?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we think of
Do
that,
you think
guys?
they're going to come tonight?
They're
Most
following
definitely.
us. Perhaps we should consider if maybe they're just following us. Or I guess you already... The note says that they plan to kill us, right? They're picking us off. So yeah, if they're picking us off one by one and we stay in the same place for a long time, they're going to come to us, right?
Yes.
So
would
we
assume so.
wait it out.
But what if it turns into a siege situation? What if they just surround us and wait for us to come out? Can we survive here indefinitely?
Then we lure them in somehow. We need to figure out what they desire. Maybe we have one of us leave by themselves.
It sounds
That
like
would
you're
be an easy
describing a
target.
trap.
You're right. But I think that would work. If we leave one of us out alone, we would be easy prey, too easy for him to ignore.
So, right now it sounds like what we're spitballing around here is take a stand here, confirm they've tracked us to this location, and then try to set up some sort of trap. Are we all on the same page? Just any thoughts on that plan?
I-
I mean, where else do we have to go, honestly? Can we just keep moving? I don't want to
Right.
put my hometown at risk by doing this here.
Okay, so now we're back to evasion, or at least let's get out of.
It's
let's
not
get somewhere we don't
evasion.
care
I'm
about.
just,
Okay, yeah,
I'm
no,
saying let's not.
right.
Let's
Let's be
not
clever about where we take a stand. Let's not just take a stand here because that's where we're right now.
No,
Let's
I
be
mean,
smart.
let's not be alone. But let's keep going to whatever. I mean, you guys got to figure out what
Okay.
happened to your people too.
So we'll stay on the run until we've got the numbers to take a stand.
May I ask a question from the DM?
Sure.
This person, did Lavina see them traveling through the shadows? Like, as if they were teleporting through the shadows?
It's up to Lavina if she shared that info or not.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Lavina, how does this guy move around without us catching him?
I mean, if he's an elf, he can teleport.
Yeah. So-
His teleport might look different from mine. There are different kinds of elves.
Yes. So, I think... I don't know. Maybe lure him into the dark and then I shine light and get him while he's stunned. I'm not sure.
There's no safe bets here. That's the only sure thing. I sympathize. I understand why Dalvin doesn't want us to risk his home with
Yeah.
this plan. So, moving on makes sense. But I think ultimately we do have to confront them, and we should be thinking about that as we move on.
If we move on, I know it's not something we've typically done because Dalvin knew where we were going coming here. We should, if we're not confronting right now, and feel free to say no, but we should start setting up watches. Somebody needs to stay up, maybe we can swap. Because if we got somebody hunting us down one by one, somebody's got to be awake and maybe we'll catch the guy.
We've been
Right.
doing watches before. I'm totally fine with
Have we?
continuing the watches. Yeah. Because I remember last session I said, well, you're the elf, so you can take first because you don't need as much sleep.
What? That's not this world.
Again, I'm uneducated about different races. I've never met an elf before. I just go by what my aunt told me, and she never met an elf.
Your aunt used to play D&D.
I think in my small giant village where I come from, we are all taught that elves don't sleep.
We
I'm
sleep.
sorry, I can't. Okay, that's good to know. I'll
Okay,
write that one down.
I would suggest we do 2 people watches instead of 1. That's how they picked us off
Yeah,
so far.
yeah. Because they're picking us off one by one, so we got a buddy system from now on.
There is 5 of us, including Radiant.
Okay. So buddies, sometimes 3 buddies, but still buddies.
Alright.
So
It is at this point, if you guys are taking watches, and we haven't done like watch stuff in a while, so I'll just re-paraphrase. So, basically, everyone rolls a d20, and then I roll a d20, and if my result matches any one of yours, an encounter will happen. And then I'll say, if an encounter does happen, I'll roll randomly via d6 to see who exactly takes watch. Because obviously, you guys are periodically taking turns with one another doing watches and what have you, because that's what is assumed.
Yeah.
With that being said, I would like everyone to roll a d20 and just tell me the result.
16.
Okay.
7.
10.
10. Then
13.
13. Alright. Let's see if I roll any of those. I'll roll on Albert Rodeo for it to be legit. So 20. Wow. 4. Okay. Nothing happens. So go ahead and everyone just make a perception check. This is basically giving you information of what you guys have gathered during your watches.
Natural
16.
20.
16, nat 20, dope.
Ooh, also nat 20.
Oh shit, it's pretty good. And then Lavina,
I'm trying to roll on the owlbear.
it's not allowing you.
Doing something dumb. Fuck off with shit. It's okay.
It's all good. You're learning, so. Oh, the results are at the bottom. I see. That's how I'm able to see your guys' results. Okay.
I can just do
I can see your
this.
guys' dice blocks.
11.
11. Okay. So, for Lavina and for FIFA, you two don't see anything out of the ordinary while you guys are taking your time during your watches. You stay alert. You didn't sense any danger. For Tangi and Dalvin, during your watches, you both rolled nat 20s. During your watches, you start to see like those familiar glowing red eyes, but not in your immediate vicinity, but just at the edges of your, well, combination of light spells and natural lighting in the dark. They dart around a bit as if they're scouting like the entire area rather than just your cabin itself. Just traversing around, and then in a moment it's gone. And then when you see, oh, it's those red eyes again, and as you look into them, they just fade into the shadow of night. And it's this periodic pattern that you two start to realize that, number one, they're probably toying with you a bit. Number two, you get the feeling that the buddy system is actually working. And number three, this person's not just scouting you, but scouting the entire area. And, well, who knows what happened while they were making moves in the dark, per se. But that is what you all gathered, and you guys complete a full rest. So at this point, you guys can roll hit die to see how much hit points you regain. For Lavina, you used a hit die earlier in the day, so you could only utilize one hit die. And then, if you guys didn't use any abilities that reduce hit die, you could roll all up to the number of hit die equal to your level, which at this point is 2. So.
I get to reroll spell slots?
Yep.
Or, I mean, spell points?
Yep. It's a D4.
4
Fine,
maxed
fine.
out.
Just to confirm, you said we're all level 2?
Yeah, you're all level 2, so you should have 2 hit dice to use to roll to gain hit points.
Thank you.
Lavina put me at full health, so I'm good.
All right.
I'm only 1 hit point off of max, so I'm not gonna roll because I'm guaranteed to get 1 hit point.
Okay, that's fair. And then Lavina, Tandra, you guys using any hit dice to regain hit points?
I was full on hit points already.
Oh, well, lucky you.
Good.
And then for your spell points, did you regain any of that stuff?
I regained enough to bring me back to max.
Nice.
Did not use spell slot, and I get mine back after a rest.
So good. You guys regain your abilities, and we'll say, while you guys are fully awake, it is the morning time. Dalvin, you walk out to in front of your family cabin, and you start to see your town of Gallum in full display. It's dramatically different from when it once was. Number one, the sky is gray, so like you've been seeing it every day, which is nothing out of the ordinary. What you do notice is that you get the feeling that you along with your party are the only ones in this beach. This beach used to be thriving with local fairs, fishermen selling, you and your family business, cutting timber and stone and what have you, and building houses locally around your area or just selling the supplies themselves. But you see that majority of the houses that were there are destroyed for the most part, and weirdly enough, towards the beach side where it was just all open beach, and you do see like the Elven Islands way further at the edge of your vision, but you also see like there was actually some I forget the structure where like they put sticks outwards in front of castles to keep out invaders. I forgot what it's called, but you see that like at the actual beaches, as if it's preventing something in the water, keeping something out from this community. That was not there the last time you were in your hometown.
Dalvin shudders. I was like, oh, I don't like swimming. I don't want to think about what they had to do for that All right. So, where are we headed next? Who needs to figure out what happened to their family or people next?
I am fully confident that all of my family and townsfolk are alive and well. But if you guys want to visit my people for me to prove it, I'm more than happy to do so.
My mother and father were older when they had me, so I don't know if they survived the 50 years.
Oh, so for them it's just old age.
Yeah.
That's nice. Based on what we've seen of this new world, old age is a great way to go.
Okay,
Right.
but so again, my town, we dwarves live on the western side of the world. Who are we closest to?
You're closest to the halfling side of the world, and then there's the humans upwards, I believe. Or
So we're visiting the humans next because we're closest.
yes, that would make most sense.
All right. I don't know the
There's-
way.
I forget what the map looked like.
It's fun. You guys don't even
Panji,
have
are
it,
you a
so-
human?
So,
Well, the one
Do we
time we
have-
saw it in Session
Do
Zero.
we have any humans?
In our party, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Unless if Lavina's secretly half human.
I've heard it's impolite to ask.
What?
Nothing.
Are you? Never mind.
No, what? Lavina just is like, she. What?
Are you secretly half human?
Am I secretly half human? No, I'm an elf.
Okay, that's all.
I wouldn't know. I've never seen either. I guess except for you.
Oh,
So then, who lives close? Who among us lives closest to the humans?
That would be
I think it's
probably
me. I think I'm up in the north.
yeah.
All right,
And
that's
I'm
where.
directly opposite to the south, I think.
Everyone, go ahead and make general intellect checks for me. I'm gonna help you guys
Okay.
out a
No one has a map. God dang it!
bit.
I got 19.
7.
19-7.
you said
I
intellect.
do have a
8.
sundial, and I've established I know which way north is.
Alright, go ahead and I'll allow you to do it with. This ain't actually supposed to be a navigation. This is actually like where
Yeah,
you
like
guys-
knowing where the people are. I don't know where I live relative to north. I just know which direction north is.
Right. Dalvin, what did you roll?
8.
8. Okay.
As I said, I don't know.
Lavina.
I rolled a, what did it say? A 19.
19. Tangy.
I got 19.
Okay. Dalvin, you're like, where? I'm already at home. For FIFA, you're like, I know it's somewhere north, but I don't know which way is north right now. And you've lived underground most of your life, so exactly where you're at, you're not too sure. But you know north is the way somehow. For Lavina, you know the next closest area relating to you all is the Elven Islands, and you see that at the distance across the water, with like those spiked areas pointing towards the rest of the beach, indicating that's keeping something out. You're not too sure, but you're the closest one. For you, Tangi, you know that the Halfling lands are westward of, well, your world, and the dwarves live southward. So you're in the southern land. So you could go westward if you want to travel to your side of the world, but that is what you guys gather from recalling information.
Mina's
I-
not going to say shit about the islands. Just want to make that known right now.
I guess my home of Elder Howl is closest since it's in between the Halfling realm and the Dwarven realm.
Sounds good. You lead us there.
Very well. If I can remember the way. This way. And
Wait,
he
wait, wait.
just starts walking.
Wait. What's
Yeah.
the weather? Because I have extra clothes if I need it, just in case.
The weather is very, very gray and cloudy at the moment. But you've
Dob's gonna
never
pack
left-
her.
But you never left your dwarven land, so.
I'm asking him what his weather's like.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I have no like. I'm just wearing breastplate. I have like no sleeves on. I just want to make sure if I need to bring a jacket or something.
During the spring, it's very muddy and snowy and rainy. In the summer, it's unbearably hot. In the autumn, it's almost perfect. And winter, it's unbearably cold. Very wide spectrum. But I don't know what time of the world we're in.
Can you tell me what this snow is?
You've never seen snow.
I point my hand out to the beach. I was like, where? I know sand. I know not this snow.
Snow is a gift from the snow god. It's essentially blessed water that falls from the sky and turns into delicate flakes of beautiful art. It's very cold.
Well put. Do you mind if I use that in my next poem?
Of course.
Thank you.
So cold water.
Yes. We have it in the mountains where I'm from.
All right. I gotta see if I have a jacket for that. I should
You have
probably
a
go through
cloak
my
or-
house.
Do you have a cloak that I could borrow?
Well, yeah. Let's go. Let's see what we got and let's get out of here. I don't. If we're the only ones in town, we might as well just keep going.
Alrighty.
You have anything in my size?
No.
All right. You go back into your home. What would you and your family have as far as clothing, supplies, and what type of stuff would they have?
Well, again, I mean, we work at a forge, so like, we don't have like coats or anything of the sort. Like, that forge is hot. We got like blankets and stuff you could probably make into a cloak if you really wanted to, but I mean, we're a bunch of beach herders and like surfer dudes. Like, not much in terms of like heavy clothing here.
Yeah. But that is what's available to you at your home.
Before we go, could we maybe stop by a store? If we're gonna be traveling, I'm gonna need water and food.
Okay.
Definitely gonna need
We're
some
go-
rations.
We would have to hike back up into the city.
You don't
It's
have
possible.
your dad. I remember him saying that there's a general store. It's your hometown.
I also feel like there's nobody here though.
That's
So
true.
if it's empty, then we have to hike back into the town or into the city.
I am not going back to the city.
I understand,
Okay.
but we can probably just run through everybody's house and see what's what. I don't know if anybody be back. That's kind of shitty for dwarves to do.
We can live off of the land.
Do any of you know how to hunt?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
I know how to
We don't
farm.
we don't really farm and where I'm from. We cultivate. We find wild plants and we take care of them. But we don't like terraform shit, you know.
Unlike you, my people are great farmers. We
Oh.
are big in agriculture. So if we get there in time, we should have plenty of food.
What kind of stuff do you grow? I'm curious. As we're going.
There's these root-like things called potatoes. There's these root-called things like carrots. There's these root-like things called ginger. There's these root-like things that I don't know what they're called. That's the other farms that grow them. We have barley. We have, I don't know, cabbage.
We eat a lot of roots where I'm from, but I only know the giant words for them. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what you call them.
Potatoes look like brown, large stones. Some are small, some are big, with gnarled little twisty roots that come out of them.
Yeah, and they're like purple and orange,
Yeah, sometimes.
and they're like
It
really
depends on the
sweet.
not our kind that we grow at my farm, but I know that there's some that do grow them.
Okay, yeah, because we got some in the mountains that are like that, but I don't know. They might not be the same thing based on what you're saying.
They might be. I'm not too sure. The plants that we are growing might have changed in the past 50 years.
Well, I can't wait to see when we get to where you're from. I'll see all your plants, and then when we get to where I'm from, you'll see all my plants. That'll be great.
Very well. Okay, let's head off.
Alright. You guys start to track westward. Dalvin, you make sure that the house is locked and everything, put the key in the usual spot. Look back as you are leaving Garum. Dalvin, you look back at what was once your homeland. Do you have like any final remarks, or do you do anything before you leave town?
I beat my fist against my breastplate a couple times. Just in case I don't return.
Alright, you do so. And you continue to travel westward as you guys begin your journey. It is at this point, I would like all of you, well, see, there's 4 of you now, so go ahead and roll a d6 for me to see if there's a possible random encounter.
6.
1.
6.
Damn it.
16.
D6?
D6. D6, my man.
Oh, D6? Fuck.
Does he get to hold on to that 16 for later?
No. 6.
6, okay.
Damn, 666. God dang.
That's good.
6,
No.
6, 1, so I need a 6 or a 1. Let's see here.
That's good.
D6. Roll. I rolled a 1.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
I told you that 666 was cursed.
It is what it is.
Now let's see what type of encounter it would be. Let me roll d20.
Let's hope we
Now
get a
with the nice
magical
little
weapon.
story.
Oh, it's a 17.
Yeah, you're woken up in the middle of the night by a treasure chest.
Um, as you guys travel, you see further ahead, seems like to be a small campsite and a caravan, along with some horses. You go up and you see that it is actually a human male, probably in his 30s, along with a human female, probably in her later 20s, just sipping what seems like to be some sort of drink by the fire. And you recognize that this caravan is one of like a trading caravan. As you guys are approaching the area, the man sees you guys up ahead and goes, "Oh, hello, dear travelers. Would you care for some nice coffee?"
Coffee. What's coffee?
Yes, I would. Oh yeah, we got that where I'm from.
He says, "You're very big. You're a giant folk, are you?"
Yes, yes I am. Are you a human?
Yes, yes indeed. Now,
Levi,
It's
you
very
can't
nice to meet you.
know that.
it's very nice to meet you too. Well, fortunately, I don't have any cups your size. Hopefully, this amount would do, but it is quite strong to be fair.
Before
now
we
for
take
me,
any, how much does it cost?
Yeah, how much do you charge, good sir?
Well, I just made this. You could have some coffee if you wish. I don't charge unless you want a small pouch of coffee that I can sell you. But if you just want this cup, I am happily able to give you a cup.
Well, I'm happy to take the cup, but I don't do things for free. So if you need a favor, just let me know.
No favor needed. He pours you a human-sized cup of coffee, and he gives you what seems like to be a small metal mug, and he says, "So, where are you guys traveling on to?"
We're going to Elderhowl.
Elderhowl. Haven't been there in quite a while either.
How's it doing?
Well, from what I'm hearing from your fellow halfling travelers, it's doing all right. It's definitely seen some better days. I think the owners there are still there. I think. I'm not too sure.
How many
I hope
days travel is it?
Well, we are at near the beach side here in your lands, and he gestures towards you, Dallin. Probably about 4 or 5 days worth of travel.
Very well.
Okay.
Thank you for the information.
Of course,
How much for a horse?
well, unfortunately, the horse is not for sale, but I do sell other items if it tickles your fancy, we'll say. If it's gonna
Well,
if it's gonna take you 4 or 5 days to get there, I'm assuming you're gonna need some supplies to last you in case you are unlucky on hunting wild game. There's not a lot of wild animals out nowadays, at least the ones that aren't trying to kill you.
consider my fancies tickled.
Alina's head pokes out from behind Loomis. She's very
What do
intrigued.
you got?
Well, let me see here. At this point he sips the rest of his coffee, sets it down near the fire, goes inside the caravan, opens up, and then he puts down like the actual shelf of what would be a shelf there. He says, "Well, I got some rations. I could sell you guys a couple. They would be worth 2 gold each. Other than that, referring to my notes here, guys, give me 1 moment. Oh, I accidentally exited it out. Whoops. Let me go back into it. Click on this. There we go. Okay. He then says, "How are you guys looking? Do you guys got torches, lanterns, any of that sort?"
A lantern would be nice. Keeping up a light spell is tiresome.
It is
I
tiring.
do have my lantern.
Well, if you
Oh, I
wanna,
see.
I still have mine.
I got a torch.
I also have torches.
Well, if you want a lantern, it can control how much light you produce out, in case you want to slip by something nasty. I do sell a hooded lantern for 5 gold. Other than that, I could offer you a health potion, but it is quite pricey. It's very hard to come by nowadays.
How much?
How much?
Well, I got 3 of them in stock. One would cost about 15 gold.
Deal.
For one,
No.
or
For
No,
one.
you can do better than that. You can do better than that. What'd you get them for? 5, 6?
I got them for 0 actually. I found them.
Yeah, that's what I thought, pal. So 15 sounds a little steep, don't you think?
Well, what price would you think it's fair?
I'll do all 3 for 20.
He kind of scratches his chin a bit because that's a bit
And-
low even for my taste. I say this. I could sell you all 3 of them for 30 gold. You would basically get the third for free.
25, and you throw in the hooded lantern.
Make a persuasion check.
21, baby!
He says, "Very well. I'll throw in the lantern and I'll sell them for you for 25 gold."
All right, this man here will pay. I gesture to someone behind me without really looking who's around.
Tangi will be the one you're pointing at.
Alright.
Watch while I.
So you give him the money, and you're given 3 health potions. You could distribute that however you want. It heals 1d6 at points. And you also have a hooded lantern, which Brian's area similar to the light spell. The only difference is that you can actually reduce the light, reduce it up to basically up to 1 circle space worth of stuff. So you can
Now-
definitely do it.
As you think about how to distribute those, I want you to remember who in the party just saved you 35 gold.
Yeah, you're right. One goes to P5, one goes to Lavina, and the third can go to Dalvin.
No, I don't need it. You guys
Then-
take it.
Then I'll take it.
All right. You also have a hooded lantern.
How much does a healing potion do?
1d6 hit points.
Okay.
He says, "Well, if you're interested in anything else, so I do sell some rations. I'm not too sure how you guys are looking good ration wise, but if you prefer to hunt, I do sell a hunting trap as well. That would make it a little bit easier. You would have to manage it, put it in the right place, and all that stuff. But I am selling 2 of them."
How much?
He pulls them out, and you can see that they're quite big, equivalent of a bear trap size. But
Oh, yeah.
both of them are really meant to restrain whatever triggers the trap. So,
Yeah.
Well, for one of them, I could sell for about 10 gold, but this one, and you look at the other one, and it's not in the best condition. I can give this away for 7 gold.
How about
Take the rations.
Yeah, I
15
want
gold and you throw in a ration?
Oh my god. How much are the rations? Jeez.
The rations
I don't understand this.
The rations are 2 gold for 1 day's worth. I have 8 of them at the moment.
He throws you 16 gold.
Alright, you have all 8 rations. You can distribute that however way you want.
How many rations?
8 to distribute.
2 to each.
Thank you. Before I buy these traps, you got any hunting tips around here?
No, we're good. We're good. Let's go. We're burning daylight. Thank you, sir.
Does he have water?
I do sell water, but not a lot of it, unfortunately.
Where do you get your water?
He says, "Well, we usually get it from the beach." He points it to the beach, but by the time we boil it down and remove the salts from it and all that stuff, we only have enough to fill like half a jug's worth.
Oh, is there any fresh water nearby?
Not nearby, best of my knowledge. I'm not from these lands, so unfortunately, if I know, I could tell you, but I don't know.
All right, I appreciate your time, sir. Thank you.
Of course, and safe travels, travelers.
All right, let's get going.
Alright. You guys continue your journey westward, finishing the rest of the day. one point, you do make camp, and as you do, you guys remove one ration. And at this point, I would like all of you to roll a d20. See if
I wanna. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You want to do something first?
Can I conserve my rations? Can I eat like a half a ration to make it last longer? Because I only have 2. Damn.
You have an extra 2. What?
Yeah, we each get 2. 2 new ones.
I had none before.
Well,
Gotcha.
now you have 2.
Yeah, you cannot.
said
a
get
D20?
unfortunately, yes, a d20, unless someone wants to do something before we roll.
Sorry, I just.
I'll give Lavina one of my rations.
Oh, not what I wanted.
Okay. What do you want?
No, I was just asking if I could conserve my rations. If not, I'm just gonna suck it up, Buttercup, and eat a whole one.
You should.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's time for you all to see if anything happens while you guys are resting.
20. I mean, not 20, 12.
12,
2.
2,
9.
9,
4.
4. All right. Roll an owlbear now. 20. Boom. Rolled a 7. Nothing happens. Everyone make a perception check. See what you see during nighttime.
4.
16.
16.
4.
4.
Another nat 20.
Nat 20. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, and then Lavina.
I rolled a 22. Also, not 20.
Nat 20, Nat 20. What'd you roll? Fifi?
16.
16. Alright. Everyone with the exception of Tanry. You guys are keeping watch as you guys are taking turns and so on and so forth. You 3, are starting to see those familiar red eyes. However, it's not necessarily like going around, darting around the area, but it's more like it stares, and then as you look at it and turn away, all of a sudden it's gone. You look in another direction, and it's in that other direction. You guys 3 can definitely confirm that you're being followed, for sure, and are being studied by this masked individual that you knew from days ago. And it's kind of making you guys a bit paranoid a bit, but nonetheless, nothing occurs. As you guys gear up and continue to travel westward, you come to see a grimly sight. And this is where we're going
What
to
is
take
it?
a quick break.
Alrighty.
So we'll be back in about 5 minutes, so stay tuned.
See ya.
All right, welcome back.
Hello.
So, let me describe what you guys see. It's a path, not a formal path like a road or what have you. You guys are mainly traveling along the coastlines closer to the water, which makes sense. As you guys are traveling, you see what seems like to be a large scene of recent devastation of a small town-like community similar to Dalvin's. However, you guys could tell this occurred recently. There's destroyed homes, there's dead bodies all over the place, and the crazy thing about it, the thing that stands out the most, is that a message is made. But it's not through like messages you use to write in sand, nor is it like paints, but it is letters and words made from body parts of those who have fallen here that just says, "We're watching you."
Jeez.
I think we should turn this town into a giant funeral pyre and give these people a proper funeral rites.
Is this Elder Howl?
No, this is just
Okay.
some.
This
This seems to be like
a roadside
small
town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Oh,
go ahead.
no,
It's
sorry,
not
go
easy
first.
work, but someone's got to do it.
You're right.
I don't think we should keep moving forward. This is a direct threat. I don't want to endanger any of y'all's people or any. I just don't want to endanger an entire community. I don't know what we have to do, but I don't feel comfortable moving forward if there's going to be mass devastation to leave behind some petty messages saying that they're watching us.
We're not endangering communities. Did you slaughter an entire town? Because I
Our
sure as hell didn't.
our presence made whoever that is and whoever we are kill this town of people. I
No.
mean, I could be wrong, but
They
that's
weren't
pretty
forced.
fucked.
They had a choice. We can't hold ourselves responsible for their choices.
We were the one who came here. We were the one who got them
Yeah,
killed.
and they were the ones who murdered all these people.
But do you not see what Tangi and I are saying, though, Fifi?
If we give in to their threats, then we'll just go be subjugated like the dwarves. Then what was the point of clearing out the monsters for the dwarves in the first place?
It has to be tonight. Tonight we have to face them. No matter if it was our fault or not, we have to.
I'm okay
That's a
with that.
compromise I'm willing to make, yeah.
Ready? Okay.
We'll set up here then. Might as well, right?
Yes. I will start collecting bodies if you guys don't mind.
I think the giant bonfire will aid us in this fight. And if it has the benefit of giving these people what they truly deserve, a honorable end, then all the better.
I'll help collecting the bodies.
All right.
Me too.
All right.
I think we should try to dismantle some of these houses. We got all day, right? I mean, if we're gonna make a stand here, we got time to prepare. We can take apart some of these houses and build a proper fire and make sure this goes right. So it's gonna take a lot of fuel to do with that much damage.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
You
We
guys
start collecting bodies.
Yep. You guys start collecting the bodies of the deceased along with whatever parts are left from the message. You guys.
We should leave one or two buildings standing so we can take defensive positions. Maybe consider digging a ditch or something. If they can teleport, I guess a ditch doesn't matter.
Alright. So, with that in mind, it's now time to turn to Owlbear Rodeo.
All right.
Mantling a whole town. What if there are survivors?
Well, then we would have found him when we were dismantling the buildings and moving all of the what thought looked like bodies.
I guess
Right?
so. I mean, this is the apocalypse. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
If
Yeah.
we found any survivors while doing this, we put them up in a room with some water. How about that?
You find
It's
no
okay to feel
survivors.
pain.
No survivors. That's what I suspected. They're not really like leave one to send a message type. They're more of a write our message out in body parts kind of type, based on what I've learned about them so far.
I fucking hate everything about whoever the fuck this is.
Good. I'm doing
Yeah,
my
I
job
don't
then.
think they're the good guys.
Alright. So, for lack of, well, because I did expect you guys to do this exact area, but let's just say these 6 buildings is what remains. I would say you guys got plenty of wood to mess with, especially if you're spending the majority of the day. As you guys are kind of navigating around your surroundings, you see a bunch of dwarven statues destroyed by age and what have you, and one fallen above the high rise above you, same thing, 10 feet up. But let me put your guys' characters onto the board here.
Okay. So, again, a fence doesn't really help because they can teleport, but I think we should still use these statues as kind of our front line. And I think we should put the bonfire directly in front of this middle building, somewhere around here, because it will cast light throughout all these buildings, and there will only be a couple shadows for them to hide in, and we'll just know, stay out of the shadows, and this whole area will be bathed in light. I think that's advantageous for us.
That would work.
So, like, fire here, and then don't stand here, or here, or here, because that's
Yeah.
where they're going to be hiding.
And
So we'll have
behind
to
We're
the
kinda-
gonna force them to come up here to us because we are 10 feet. from them.
Exactly. We have to
Okay.
take a circle around the fire. Although maybe we have time to hang up some torches and kind of, like, if we put a torch here and here and here, that would eliminate any shadows. Can you guys tell I'm a light scientist in real life?
Are you?
Yes, I
That's
make
pretty
lasers
awesome.
for a living.
That's awesome.
Alright. So at this point, all of you should have access to drawing tools. So you could draw wherever you guys want to draw stuff. So
Okay.
if you don't, I
So-
can draw it for you. So
Bonfire is going to be like here. Blue for bonfire. And then torch. Wait, no, scratch that.
yeah, but you guys all have access to the drawing
Torch.
tools, so you guys can do whatever, as long as you don't do inappropriate stuff on here, of course.
Lame.
Fire.
I hope optics diagrams aren't inappropriate.
Question
Yes.
about spells.
Yes.
So I have create pit. It's not. I don't think it's a concentration spell. So I could just do. Can I only open one pit at a time?
What would you like to try to do?
I want to like pre-set up like a pit or two for them to like maybe fall in.
Okay.
Like digging a trench in front of the statues or something?
Well, like if they sort
Or-
of like not like a
tiger
trench.
trap
When I say it's a pit, it's only I don't actually know how big it is. I just know how deep it is.
with spikes at the bottom?
No.
I would say you
Oh.
could make like a equivalent of like a one space cube, for lack of a better term. So, for instance, let me just draw here real quick. Draw on the square. So, for instance, you could make like create pit like that. What else does the spell say?
It says you use your action to create a pit that is one space deep. Any creature that falls into the pit must make an agility check against your spell DC. On a failure, the target falls into the pit and takes damage. You can use the spell on the same pit 2 more times.
Yeah. So,
Oh.
using my square diagram, I would say you could increase the depth of it, which is equivalent to 15 feet, to make it
Oh.
15 feet deep. Or you could just expand the size of it. So either you can make it deeper, or you can make it wider.
Can I make multiple pits if I cast it multiple times? And will they stay there?
Is it a cantrip or is it a leveled spell?
It is a leveled spell.
As long as you got the points, you could do it, and it sticks around. So.
Fuck yes. Okay.
All right. So with that in mind, you can draw your pits. Just keep in mind the cost of using them. Yeah, you guys could basically roam around, do whatever. So.
I am setting if all of these houses have chimneys, so I am lighting a fire in every house.
Okay. So
That way they can't spawn inside the house. So I'm drawing smoke here coming out of the chimneys.
Dalvin, Tangi, what do you guys plan on doing anything, or just following the lead?
If they're setting up a hole, Radiant will stand by it just in case if she wants to push people in. And Tangi's gonna stay probably in between Lavina and B5 if possible.
We should consider a bunch of defenses to kind of make them waste their teleports. If we have all day, I want to do like a fence and a kind of a moat structure.
Yeah, you could do that. With Dalvin's masonry skills, you could definitely assist in doing that. So I'll say, though, that this statue in particular is completely collapsed, but these are still like stationary. So I would say you could make fortifications here, and then make it up to here to an extent.
Okay, so I gotta erase some of that.
Are we anticipating them from the beach, or are we anticipating them from up here? Because that's going to vary where I put these pits.
I'm anticipating them from the shadows.
So
Okay.
wherever the shadows are, maybe put the pits right by them.
Well,
I
part of
think
me
it's gonna
says,
be like
they come up.
corners and houses and stuff.
Okay.
My font's really very tiny. Oh.
Do I have an
Whatever.
erase?
Let them come. I'm ready.
You said we can't have these ones in front, right? So it looks like
Yeah,
that.
you could be like that, and like you could get it up to like some a little bit here on the side of those
Okay.
specific statues. But other than that, that's really all they.
But not all the way across. There has to be a gap. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm basically, you're using all the wood from like all the different buildings
Yeah.
that have you on the side. So I would say.
And this is like a driftwood town, yeah.
Okay, my 10.
And then a trench. I'm digging a trench, and then I'm filling in the earth, so it's like a trench going up into a hill, you know?
Okay.
The giant earthenworks, like, that's a whole, like, major in giant college.
So let me just draw here to indicate where these torchlights are going to be going. So therefore, and torchlight can basically like brighten the area nearby. So can I copy that and paste that? Aha, I can do that. Dope. Save me some time. And then that's all where you're placing your torches, right?
The T's are torches, yep.
Gotcha. And then let me just make a big one for the big bonfire here. Whoop. Bada boom. And then like each area inside is like lit up with the chimneys. Okay. So, you're making a moat high. Oh, hill. Okay, I see. Okay. So yeah, you could definitely do all this. Lavina, where would you like to place your pit traps?
Figure that out. I want to make 2. I'm gonna do one down here by like the corner of a house.
Okay.
And then I want to do another one. This is where Dalvin is. I kind of want to do one right here because I feel like if they're coming up from the beach, if they don't have rope and they can't climb or jump, that they might teleport up. And I want them to teleport up and hopefully get they shit caught. So by falling in the pit. So I think by doing that, I can have one down there and one up here. And if I need to make more, I can.
Okay. Cool.
Alrighty.
Alright, so you guys ready
Um,
Can I give a pregame speech?
If you want.
Hype, hype, hype.
Look, guys, I know this isn't easy. I know this is hard. Some might even say it's difficult. But do you know what it really is? It's worth it. We're gonna get through this inch by inch, step by step, mile by mile, till it's through. I don't know what gods you believe in. Some days I don't even know what gods I believe in. But what I do believe in is us. We're gonna do this.
I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm clapping.
All right.
Before combat starts, I'm gonna walk over to Lavina. Take this, and he's gonna hand you a blue potion. It's going to be a spell potion. Keep
What
us
would she-
alive.
What? She kind of stares at you for a minute and then just. What the fuck?
Don't
Oh.
worry. I'm just brightening up the areas. Don't worry about it.
I was scared. As you talk, night falls. She stares at you for a second, seems a little terrified, and then just solemnly nods. I will do what I can. I will do my best, Tanji.
I know. Thank you.
As night falls, I want to reconsider adding more torches.
Before Tanji walks away, Lavina's gonna reach out and grab his shoulder, and she goes, "If you're ever unsure during this fight, don't forget what I told you last night. Just look up and look to the moon."
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. And
course.
he draws his sword and gets ready. Remember, if Radiant goes down, I can resummon Luminous. So we got plenty of HP to defend ourselves.
So, whatever you
Wish I
guys
had better-
can see is what the light can reveal to you all currently. So, if you
Okay.
wish to change your guys' mind about moving or want to add stuff, now would be the time to do so.
Yes.
Let's get more torches in there.
Yes.
I'm gonna just put some T's. You can see where I'm drawing these T's, right?
Yep. And I shall place.
And then we should probably get one like here, here. So I only know of 7 torches that our party has. Just and that's 5 from the summoner and 2 from me. Does anyone else have any torches?
I have a hooded lantern.
We can hang them
I
up
have
on a
2.
post.
I also have a hooded lantern.
Or do you want to hold on to them? Do
I
you
mean-
anticipate one-handed lantern holding and combat, or do you think it'll be more useful to hang it up somewhere?
Oh, I kind of would probably just tie it around my waist and fight 2
there you
hands.
go.
I would never, ever keep my hands. I mean, I had gauntlets. I always had to have it tied around me.
Gotcha.
Alright. Any last minute preparations?
I'm loading my.
Wherever I just drew that, that's
crossbows.
where a pit's going.
Okay, same size as the others.
So
Yes.
I'm loading the hand crossbow to prepare like a quick change where I can just like drop the bow and pull out the hand crossbow and shoot immediately.
Gotcha.
10-foot pole at the ready for I don't know what.
Okay. Alright. Is this it? Is this your setup?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. You guys spent majority of the day constructing the defenses, preparing for battle. Fifi and Dalvin, you guys use your strength and Dalvin's natural knowledge from masonry to build a fortified fence area around the front parts of this area. Meanwhile, Fifi uses his knowledge in stone and earth to dig a small moat in front of it in order to prevent movement from going forward. You guys set up torches all around to make sure that most of your areas are covered. You guys then decided to light every single fireplace in order for smoke to billow out of and to light up the inside, so in case they try to sneak you guys inside, you can see where they are at. Question: do you guys set up areas to go up and down? Because let me get my pointer. Because like from the ground to the sand, it's like a 10-foot drop. So I want to know if you guys are setting anything like that up or not.
Can you guys shimmy up a 10-foot pole? Because I got a
We have
10-foot
rope.
pole, and I have 25 feet of rope, so we can do like a couple ropes anchored to climb up. And I got the pole too. I'll leave kind of leaned against the ridge.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So
And
Let's
I
do
trust
that.
our
Also,
earthworks.
also Lavina and Tangi
We
can
cut off
use
the
Radiant to
roads,
get up and down.
right? We cut off this.
Is that R for radiant?
for rope. Because that's
No,
obviously-
that's
yeah.
them right there.
Yes.
So
P for pole.
yep. And then you guys use any other rope or just like 2 things of rope?
I only got 2 things of rope.
I mean, I also have a long pole. I just probably stick it in.
Okay. Well, like here.
Right. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So pole, rope.
Okay.
Alright.
Do I have time to fill glass bottles with oil?
How much oil you got?
I have however much ladle left minus however much I lost the last time I tried this.
Go ahead and make a agility check, or just a standard agility check. See how much you make. As you're
Dirty 20.
dirty 20, you're able to make about 3 of them.
Yes. All right. Just keeping those at the ready.
Alrighty. And then, as far as position-wise, you guys are comfortable with your guys' current positioning, or do you want to move?
Yeah.
around?
I'm tall enough to shoot over this ridge, right?
Yeah, you're 8 feet tall, so all you gotta do is do a little leap and then traverse. You just gotta use
Okay.
So, like, alright. So, Lavina's
I'll
moving.
probably get up here anyways.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to have a little bit of cover. I don't know. I just feel I want to be able to see everybody and have cover. So I feel safe in this little corner.
Fair enough.
If you move over there, then Radiant's gonna be kind of right here, just in case.
Okay. Awesome. Night falls. You lit your torches, you lit the fireplaces inside the remaining houses. As you guys are monitoring, preparing it for battle, you hear the ocean behind you, well, the beach behind you, splash with water. A high tide is coming in. Not high tide to where it can knock your torches down, but the weather's stirring up a bit. A strong wind blows in anticipation as tension builds in the air. And from your guys' vantage points, you guys see those 2 red familiar eyes. And then you see another one. And then another one. Till
They were blinking the whole time.
I'm gonna give a classic Giants taunt. In my culture, a hiding and stealth is not very. It's not how we do war. So we like to goad people into attacking when we have defensive positions. So we have like this whole history of like insults and like "come and get me, you coward" type shit, nana nana boo boo, if you will. I'm gonna engage in some of that.
Alright. You just hear an elven voice coming from the shadows. There's multiple red eyes all around you all. And you just hear one of them, not in a specific direction. You hear one just says out loud, "Tonight, I bring your heads to my master. Then I could come back to my homeland." And this is where we're gonna end the session.
Oh.
This fucking
Oh.
guy.
Okay.
Write that down. Write that down.
Quick, write it. It could be forward. All right. So, obviously, I didn't expect you guys to like have this crazy setup, and well, I didn't expect the encounter to happen way late. But we shall see the results of this encounter and see if your planning worked out. So next week, we'll see a big boss fight next week, right here on Dead Ropes Tabletop on Twitch. We'll see you guys then. Take care.
Good night, folks.